Okay, hey girls, so I'm making another video today. I'm going to try to make a lot of videos today, but this video is about how to choose the right period product for you. So tampons and pads and liners. And so when you go to the store, you're not like overwhelmed with choices. You can just know what you're looking for and get out. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is pads. And so I actually have a box of pads right here that I can show you something. So there are three main types of pads: regular, long/heavy, and overnight. So three types. And you can see, like right here, you probably might not be able to see, it's really bad lighting, but you can see there's green ones, which are overnight, or sorry, heavy flows. And then there's orange ones, which are overnight, and then regulars, which are yellow. So when you're when you go to the store, and you're trying to pick an absorbency for you, you're going to have to think, so first, if you're a beginner and you've never bought anything at all, and you've never used anything because you've never had your period, and you're going to be prepared, I recommend you get regular pads, because because you're most likely going to have regular flow / light flow your first time, and if not, it'll still be okay. You just might have to change a little bit more than normal. So if you do, then think about how heavy your flow is. And if you've had your period before and you use products, think about how heavy your flow is. Is it really heavy that you're constantly leaking and having to change your product? Then I would recommend getting a heavy pad, a heavy flow pad, or maybe even an overnight pad. Or do pads last you a long time and you don't have to worry about leaking that much? Pads last you kind of a long time, or whatever, so then I would recommend regular flow pads. So those are kind of a thing, and it's the same with tampons. You kind of just do the same thing. If you are always leaking and stuff, get like a super or super plus, and if you have more of a average flow and it's not that heavy but not too light, then you could get regular flow tampons. And if it's always really light and you never fill a tampon up, then get a light flow tampon. So that's kind of what I recommend for absorbencies. I hope I kind of made that clear. So next thing is if you want to get pads with wings or without wings. Now wings, I'll show you, are the thing on the pad, the side extra material on the pad. So let me show you. So this part right here, that's taped over, is the wings. So this part right here is the wing. What it does is wrap around your underneath of your underwear and keeps your pad from moving around and keeps it from bunching up and stuff. And sometimes it also will catch a leak, just in case you end up leaking off the side, it'll catch that. So if you don't, however, want wings, then you can get them without wings. They just won't have that extra material on the sides to wrap around. So there's another thing. So absorbency and then wings or not wings. Then the next thing to choose, if you're kind of using chrome pads, is do you want like a thin pad or a thick pad? And they're called ultra thins or maxis. A maxi is the thick pad, and they're pretty thick. They're just thicker, and they give you more of a body hug fit. And some girls like it because they can feel their pad and know they won't, and they have like a sense of security knowing they won't leak. And then there's thin pads, which you don't feel at all when you wear them. And some girls like them because most girls actually like them. It's really up to you. It doesn't really matter. Some girls like thin pads because you don't feel them, and thick pads tend to show through clothes more. So, but I don't have thick pads with me to show you, but a thin pad is just like the thinner ones. So yeah, and then like these ones are all through ends too. But yeah, and so that's about. I think that's about it for that. So for tampons, when you're choosing tampons, you're going to want to think about absorbency, which is the same thing as I told you with pads. And then you're also going to want to think, do you want an applicator or do you not want an applicator? So I'll show you the difference. So there's two types, if I can get it. I'm so sorry, I can't find it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so this is one with an applicator, without an applicator. So I'll show you. This is an applicator. The purple, this whole purple thing is the applicator. All it does is get the tampon up there. You don't have to use your fingers to put it up there. Whereas this, what you do is you use your finger to push it up there. So you have to put your finger up there. And then with the applicator, all you do is use this. You put your fingers here and then here and then put it in there, and you don't have to put your fingers up there. So there's the difference. And if you get without applicator, it actually is more eco-friendly. So yeah. And then if you choose applicator, you're going to want to choose from plastic or cardboard. And I'm not going to open this, but it's just cardboard applicator. It looks kind of like this, except it's cardboard. So you can flush cardboard applicators down the toilet, and they're more eco-friendly and biodegradable. So yeah. So yeah, there's a couple choices, and then I think that's about it. So if you're choosing from tampons and pads and you don't know which one to get, if you don't know if to get tampons or pads, think about this. Are you always doing sports and doing really things that make you a really active person? Then you might want a tampon because they move with you. They're like inside of you, so you don't feel them at all. Do you swim a lot? You're going to want to use a tampon because you can't use a pad.